Welcome to No Batter, the baseball podcast about baseball. I'm Max. I'm here with Tim and not Josh, who got kidnapped by ninjas again.
Hey there, Joshy boy, always getting kidnapped by ninjas.
At least I'm sorry.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Amazingly. You're about as quiet as you always are.
Josh,
Yeah,
you're
should I put my headphones in?
I don't care.
Alright, that's yes.
Josh, you're live on the air.
Oh, great. 1 second.
Yeah. While you had to go to that business meeting, we sold the show to CNBC, and we're now broadcasting 5 hours a day as soon as the markets close.
Should we
Unfortunately.
talk about Food Fest?
Oh man, Food Fest. Totally forgot to talk about Food Fest on my agenda. Max,
Loved it.
I have a new fucking religion. It's my favorite thing ever. Josh, could you explain to the listeners what Food Fest is?
Food Fest is an orgy of food curated by our favorite baseball teams in all of the land.
Each of the 30 MLB teams sent the weirdest food item from their stadia to a nondescript midtown Manhattan location.
From pitch hole to pie hole.
Wow. You should have written some copy. But, like, dude, it was... Okay, so, Josh, what was your favorite dish of the 30 that they had there?
I think it was the Oakland A's that had
Preach.
the waffle bun, strawberry puree, ham, cheese, Monte Cristo.
Yeah, it was...
Unbelievable.
It was the Chris Davis Monte Cristo with the waffles. It was amazing.
Wait, was it spelled Monte K-H-R-I-S-T-O?
It was actually the Monte Crusto.
But K-H.
Yeah, with KH.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. For the astute reader, you might notice that I am asking questions about MLB Food Fest. This is because I didn't go, because after buying tickets several months ago...
Max had to go to family court to get his kids back.
Max was sick in bed for the first time in a goddamn year and basically missed baseball food Christmas.
It's an amazing thing when you get a text message about a food thing from Max a day in advance and it's him already bowing out. Like, this guy was sick.
Yeah, so instead, I gave my tickets to a friend and then my wife, who was going to go anyway, who then sent me text messages of Tim eating.
It was highly erotic.
I spent the day getting pictures of Tim's open mouth, but at least there was food going in this time.
Yeah.
You know what the biggest surprise was?
How bad the all of the crab things were?
Or how pretty decent the crickets were.
I almost puked. I'm not gonna lie. I did not.
They were like little juicy sunflower seeds. Or not at all.
Yeah. To the host who's calling in right now, Max is covering his mouth and trying to choke back what appears to be a Bud Light.
That is the best, worst description of a thing.
Yeah. I made such a mistake like 10 minutes into this event, though. Also, think about like food events in New York, how they're always oversold.
Yeah.
No, exactly the right number of people, just to the edge
Totally
of...
agree.
Like, you have to wait in line a little bit, but not too much. So, like, you can do it. But I had a beer, and I had a heavy beer, and it was stupid.
I shouldn't have done that.
No, I'm an
So
idiot.
here's some good bullet points.
Please.
One, part of the goodie bag included 2 free tickets to the Mets and 2 free tickets to a Yankees game.
Yep.
Unreal. I already went to a Yankee game. Really cool. Next, I have never felt worse after eating the amount of food that I ate. It got to a point where I was 1 beer in, and you're allowed 3, and I was so incredibly full, I didn't know if I could have my 2 remaining beers. I powered through, and I'm on my 3rd, and the guy's like, hey, do you want a 4th beer? Normally, I'd be like, this guy's the fucking man. Love this dude.
Always take the 4th beer.
What did I do to that?
You handed the beer to me, and I didn't want it because I was already uncomfortably full of food.
I have never felt worse in my life. It took me 2 solid days to recover, and that's never happened to me.
Like, I'm a former grand champion of the Brooklyn beefsteak. Like, I've gone to a few food events. I have eaten like a goddamn savage. And let me tell you, it was a lot to take in because I think I ended up having around 12 or 15 different teams worth of food. It was a lot.
So you know what I wanted? I wanted the hat, the Food Fest MLB hat. They didn't sell it. Talked to the people there, and they said that's probably the number one biggest type of feedback that I got from their patrons. They wanted gear. There was no gear to buy.
So as long as we're making Max feel bad, Josh, did you get your photo taken next to the World Series trophy that was there?
I didn't, but I took a picture of it, added 27 rings in a nice font, and then shared it to my Instagram story.
Nice.
It was great. I thought the way that they made the fans kind of, they positioned them well to take content, right? They had like great seesaws with hot dogs everywhere. They had cool questions like, is hot dog a sandwich? Not at all.
It's obviously a sandwich, you fucking monster.
It's definitely not. And it was just a beautiful setup, great time. And Max, you completely fucked up by getting sick.
Yeah, it was basically like a Refinery 29 rooms kind of maneuver because there was a lot of like Instagrammable shit.
Oh yeah,
that like,
sense.
But it was great because the type of person who goes to this is a fat monster.
Yeah,
everybody ran past it to the food.
Yeah, so it's funny you should mention that because as I've been sitting here trying not to listen about this thing that I didn't go to that I wanted to go to more than basically anything I've ever done in my life,
including this marriage and your next wedding. Your most recent wedding and your next wedding.
I'm really just sitting here trying to figure out how to make clever jokes around 3 strikes it's gout. And I didn't get past that.
Bravo, Max, bravo.
We're all very proud of you for that one.
I hope you both die earlier.
Next year.
Next year.
You're going to die next year?
Yes.
We should do a podcast at the Food Fest.
100%.
Oh.
We should have. Oh, wait. So, I haven't disclosed my favorite one. But like the Monte Cristo was amazing, but I got a bit of a sweet tooth sometimes.
Okay.
And the thing I most enjoyed was it was the. Hear me out on this one. The churro dog.
Oh.
Go on.
You take an eclair.
Uh-huh.
And you cut it like a hot dog bun.
Uh-huh.
Then you throw a churro in there.
Question.
Sir.
Do you fill the eclair with pastry cream before you cut it in half?
From what I could tell, yes, they did.
Okay, so this is a full-on, like, you make an eclair as if you were going to sell a full eclair.
Yeah.
And then you cut it in half.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Then drop in a churro.
Okay, classic cinnamon fried churro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Layer on top some chocolate sauce, as if it were mustard on a hot dog.
As one would.
And then top with ice cream, as if you're in Chicago, giving a Chicagoan the only vegetables they eat.
Fuck.
Yes. And then watch me go full George Costanza at the the tennis match, like just covering myself in ice cream and chocolate.
Yeah, that sounds... wow, that is just...
I lost IQ points.
You... In return, you got diabetes.
It's an American miracle.
Actually, that was one of the items I actually didn't touch because I was, I'd say, like 25 teams in, and I had to make a decision. I could have explosive diarrhea, but come away relieved.
Or just regular diarrhea?
Eat that and have painful, gaseous, explosive projectile diarrhea. I chose the former.
Wow, look at the time.
Wait, Josh, did you have the Yankees food item? It was the adobo bao.
And you know what? I wanted to fucking hate it because why the fuck would you have an adobo bao for Yankees? We have garlic fries, all these other options.
Those garlic fries are awesome.
Yeah, but this bao thing was actually good, but I hated that was their decision for food.
Yeah, man, fuck living in an international city that represents food that isn't purely American.
No person.
Yes, fuck that.
No person whose grandma made them bao can afford to go to a Yankee game.
I'm not even gonna touch that.
It is only for the banking elite that go to that park now.
The food at But
other than the garlic fries, which are great.
So what was it? It was basically a steamed bun with adobo chicken.
Yeah,
that sounds nice.
It was good. It was fine.
Yeah.
The White Sox was a travesty, and I felt bad about it.
No, Tim. The White Sox are a travesty.
What do you mean? 8-18 is a perfectly decent record. They are merely 10 games below 500 4 weeks into the season. Is that weird?
Whew, that is
Yeah.
going to hurt at the end of the year.
So theirs was a Southside horseshoe, which was basically my haircut, but also an open-faced sausage sandwich with cheese fries on top of it, a.k.a. the only thing you can't eat with your hands.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no.
that was a hard no for me.
I like that you still call it a haircut and not like a fuzz buzz or something more technically accurate.
Fuzz Buzz sounds like one of the lesser Cramps songs.
That being
Nice.
said, the Cubs Chicago dog was fantastic.
It is one of those things. There's a bar in my neighborhood that serves Chicago dogs, and they're every bit as good as you've ever had.
I think that tomato on a hot dog is bullshit.
You're just wrong.
I don't like tomato on a hot dog, and I don't like ketchup on a hot dog
They
because
don't
hot dogs
they don't
are.
put ketchup on a hot
Well,
dog.
I know, but I'm just in the same vein.
Yeah.
Tomato's got a nice acidy pop, which I appreciate because
Yeah.
it helps cut through the richness of your average hot dog, which mostly just tastes like meat and sugar. Ketchup is fucking disgusting on a hot dog because it just basically turns the entire thing and it just makes it cloying.
Yeah.
But even the amount of sugar that's in your average tomato, I think makes hot dogs too sweet. Like I want nothing but sour and vinegar on a hot dog,
So
which is not a sandwich, by the way. Just both of you,
it's obviously a sandwich.
I
It's-
agree. Not a fan.
not a sandwich.
Yes, I am a structural radicalist on this one. Sorry, guys. But the important thing to say here,
What about
What-
a Pop-Tart?
it's ravioli.
Wait,
Fair.
No, vinegar on a hot dog? What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what mustard is.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So when I first moved to Chicago in 2004, I lived in Roscoe Village, which is like it's a fine little neighborhood, like northwest side, and like less than a mile from me was the Vienna Sausage Company, like the Vienna Beef Company, like where they make the hot dogs.
Are they made in a smaller building than regular hot dogs are made in?
It was not a big building.
Okay.
But can I share with you the most concerning part about that place?
The never-ending line of homeless people walking into the...
No, it's that there was no smell at all. That's so much worse than there being a bad smell.
Yeah, I
was
was
the
gonna
idea
say.
that they're making hot dogs and there's just nothing you could even know about it.
Yeah, I mean, shit, Buffalo still smells like Cheerios.
Yeah.
Damn.
Garbage plates.
Fucked me up, man. Really weird stuff. At the MLB Food Fest. I have to say, you and I took one of the greatest photos of my entire life. Because they had a hot dog shaped teeter-totter that we rode on. And we looked a lot like we were married, but it is one of the better photos that has ever been taken of me.
Do you post that?
I will happily post that.
For those of us
You look fine.
who didn't grow up wherever Tim did, the teeter-totter is the same thing as a seesaw.
Yeah, I had no idea what he was talking
Yeah,
about. but
I
was
got
like,
you.
Yeah, I probably did that.
Yeah. Is it not a teeter-totter everywhere?
Nah, man.
That sucks. Teeter-totter is way better than seesaw.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's more descriptive. I wonder that is probably one of those weird regionalisms, like a roundabout rotary traffic circle.
Yeah, or how my brother-in-law calls them Johnny pumps instead of the
The-
fire plugs.
Fuck is a no.
I don't tell you, man. Deep Brooklyn.